Now, the last question that was asked is out of Mel from Mel Reads, Jaleesa from Bounded and Bookmark, and Kristen from Books and More with Kristen G. Which one would I kiss, marry, and kill? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. I post a new video every week and I host weekly reading sprints every Monday at 4 or 5 p.m. PST. So click that bell so you're notified anytime that I'm uploading. As you can tell by the title of today's video, it's very different from what I usually post, which is book related content. But don't worry, we're still going to be talking about books in this video. But because we have so many new subscribers in this small corner of BookTube that is the Any Endings community, I wanted to do the Get to Know Me Better /Q&A so you all get to know a little bit more about me. This is also super surreal to me because it is almost my 1 year on BookTube and I'm just so excited and so grateful for the community that created here on BookTube. I just can't wait for our community to grow and we get to know each other and talk about books and all the things that we love about them. So don't forget to check the description box below so you can get all the links on how to connect with me offline, because my Twitter, my Instagram, my Goodreads, and my new blog is actually linked in the description box so you can continue talking about all the bookers things you love and also meet some new friends on there as well. The first part of this video is going to be the Get to Know Me Better tag, but the later half is going to be all the questions that you all actually asked me. Some of y'all definitely asked some hard questions, so I'm super excited to get into this video. So let me just stop rambling and let's talk and reach our many Any Endings. For these tag questions, I actually don't know the original creator, so if you all find out, please let me know. I can link it in the description box. These are the questions that I wrote down from other videos that YouTubers have used when they say they're doing the Get to Know Me Better tag, so I'm just gonna go with these questions, okay? Alright, the first question on this tag is, what is my name? My name is Christine Harris. So many of y'all are always like, what is the meaning of Any Endings? How did I come up with it? If you're an OG subscriber, you know that I had a name change from Editorial Edge to Any Endings at the start of 2021. And long story short, because my brain just does not function the way normal brains do, but I came up with Any Endings because I basically was playing around with a name change and I ended up spelling my name backwards, which would start with E-N-I, and then I was like Any, like Any, A-N-Y. Then I started thinking about Any and then what I could put after Any, before Any, but also relating it to BookTube. So I was like, okay, what do all books have? They have covers, they have words, they all have endings, and that's birth Any Endings. I know y'all didn't even ask for all of that, but there's your explanation. Anyways, the second question is, how old are you? I'm 22 years old. I actually just turned 22 in January, which leads me to the third kind of question, which is, what is my zodiac sign? So y'all, I just started getting into astrology, and I'm not into astrology like all of y'all because y'all be breaking down every single planet, every single line. But yes, my birthday was January 28th. I have the same birthday as J. Cole, okay? I have a whole song about me. Just don't even be mad. I'm just playing, y'all. That makes me an Aquarius, and I did the little birth chart thing, and I found out that I am a Gemini rising and a Libra moon, I think. But basically, all the air signs, I don't know how you feel about that, but that's who I am. The next question on this tag is, what is my height? And I am 5'1", okay? I'm proud of that one. Give me that one. Let me live in peace with my 1 inch extra, okay? The next question I love answering, and that is, where am I from / where do I live? I'm from East Oakland, California. I love my city, I love my town, I love my people, I love my community, and I will rep that till the day I die. If y'all don't know where I'm talking about, that's the home of the Golden State Warriors, home of the Black Panthers, and if you still don't know where that is, but it's a city across the bridge from San Francisco. Which also answers the next question, which is, where do I go to college? I go to the University of California, Berkeley, and I'm currently majoring in rhetoric. Don't ask me what studying rhetoric means because I don't have an answer for you. I think communications plus art history plus linguistics plus English. My ultimate goal is to get an MBA in marketing, so I still got a few years to go and finish up school. But for real, my ultimate dream is to actually have a storefront cafe / bookstore. I really want that, just to have a space where the community can come, buy books, hang out, have community events there, and just be in fellowship with one another. I really enjoy that, and I really hope that I can bring my dream into life and have something that I can pass on in the community through generations, and have that be a positive space that people can come to. The next question is, what is your biggest fear? Now, to avoid getting any deeper, an actual fear I have, like I will legit scream, I do not play, I get really pissed off when people think it's a joke when I say this, but I have serious trypophobia. I cannot play with circles or just shapes that are near each other. I can't deal with holes. I can't do none of that. That is a serious fear of mine. Like one time I told one of my teammates when I was playing basketball in middle school that I had a fear of holes, and she was like, what, you have a fear of holes? Like, what do you mean? And she Googled it and then she showed it to me, and I literally broke down crying. Don't send me no posts with no pictures with holes in it. I am seriously not playing with y'all. I will block y'all. Don't test me. Don't test me. The next question is, what is my favorite food? And it is definitely hands down tacos or any kind of Mexican food. Like I said, I'm from Oakland and we have some of the best Mexican food. Don't even fight me, because once I got to Berkeley, people from LA, people from all over were having this debate all the time. But y'all know I gotta rep my city, and I just love Mexican food. Could legit eat tacos every single day. It's just my favorite food, okay? And still on the topic of food, the next question is, am I a good cook? I'm gonna say yes, I am a good cook. I do know how to cook. Live in my own apartment, so I gotta cook for myself. I don't got no choice unless I want to starve. I ain't got money like that to be eating out all the time. So yes, I do cook. I do cook well. And I know I'm a good cook because I can cook for large quantities and large amounts of people, and not just for myself. Okay, this next question is cute, and it is, what is your favorite place in the world? I'm not gonna get philosophical like, oh, my favorite place is with my family and friends, because okay, we can have that as a background answer, but actually it doesn't have to be a certain location. But I really love being surrounded by trees, having crisp air, having a view where there's endless amounts of trees in front of me, where I can hear the birds chirping, and just be surrounded by nature and its sounds. I truly love that, and I feel so at peace when I'm in those positions. And granted, they're not a lot because I live in an urban city. I don't be going out like that, so it's really a treat for me if I'm just surrounded and in that place like that. I'm gonna skip some of these next questions because they're not really interesting to me. So I'm just gonna skip to the one that says, what is your favorite thing about YouTube? Y'all, like I said, it's almost my booktube anniversary, which will mark 1 year here on YouTube, and I just am so thankful and so gracious towards all of y'all for making this community possible, for believing in the Any Endings mission of making reading fun, making reading engaging. Honestly, my favorite part of YouTube so far has been connecting with all of y'all, and I'm not trying to be cliche, I'm not trying to have an answer that everyone says, but for real, engaging with y'all on my live streams, engaging with y'all during the 24-hour readathon, through Discord, through Twitter, through Instagram, all seriously make my day. Because y'all, when I started this channel, I did not even think 50 people would subscribe to me, because who is listening to somebody talk about books? Where I grew up, people did not read books. People did not read books at the amount that I was reading them. I had no people in my circle that could talk about the books that I liked. And so really being able to be gifted this community where we can talk about books freely, I just absolutely love the atmosphere, love the energy, and I just so am thankful for all of you. So if that wasn't enough questions for you all, now is the time where I get into the questions that you all asked me on Instagram and Twitter. Y'all were not playing with me when I said that you could ask any questions, because y'all really asked some tough questions. I'm gonna start with the questions from Instagram first. The first question is from Books with Nina, and the question is, what is my favorite class from school? My Public Policy 101 class here at Cal was actually one of my favorites. It was heavily economics, but I loved it because I definitely pushed myself to learn economics and learn econ in order to do all of my homework and assignments. And I really enjoyed that experience of forcing myself to learn something else in order to apply it to another thing that I was learning. And that class was set up that by the end of the semester, I would have produced at least a 20-page memo proposing a policy that I would send to our state governor in order to change an area that was important to me. For that memo, I actually focused on education reform and talked about educational programs that would help boost literacy, which is another reason why I started this booktube channel, and a value that is really near and dear to my heart. This next question is so tough, and of course my bestie Jaleesa from Bounded and Bookmark. The question is, what is one thing I hope to accomplish before my 30s? And honestly, the question in itself is just too much for me, because I can't even think about how close I am to my 30s. Even though I still got 8 years, that's definitely just gonna fly by. But one thing that I really want to work on and have before my 30s is actually to have my own house. That's definitely been a financial priority for me for the past 4 years. And if you know anything anything about the Bay Area, housing here is just expensive as heck. So I may not reach that goal by 30, but that's definitely in the works, and if I can get it before I'm 30, I would be super proud of myself. The next question is from a follower named Manu, and the question is, would I consider doing weekly reading vlogs? So the answer I have for this is yes, I have considered it. However, I've learned that I'm just horrible at vlogging. I really am. I'm not just saying that, because for the past 2 readathons that we have for the past 2 months of this year, I have vlogged, but it has turned out a disaster. I forget to vlog all the time, and I'm such a fast reader that by the time that I remember to vlog, I'm almost done with the book. So there's literally no point for me to vlog, but I will consider doing more reading vlogs for the channel. Okay, this next question is from Fire Fiction Reads, and the question is, who would I choose between, Giveon or Daniel Caesar? My answer is Daniel Caesar, only because the Freudian album is an absolute banger. I love that album. I loved it when it came out. And when I got this question, I had to replay that album because I forgot how much I loved it. Giveon is still an amazing artist. Love their songs. If I had to choose, Daniel Caesar. This next question is from Reading in Blue, and the question reads, on your lives, you say that you're moving. How and when did you move out of your parents' house so young? So yes, I live in an apartment with a few other roommates while I'm in college. When I was looking for an apartment, I made sure that the prices divided between myself and my roommates would match each of our budgets looked like, so that I wouldn't go over. I wouldn't have months where I wouldn't be able to pay my rent. Okay, this next question I'm super excited for, and it is actually such a great question. That question is, what is a book that I wish I could read for the first time again? That is seriously such a hard question. I have no idea how to answer it. I thought I had an answer for it before I started filming, but really I do not have an answer for this. I'm definitely a series reader, so I'll say that some of the series that I wish I could read for the first time is definitely Six of Crows, because that is my all-time favorite duology. If you're not new to my channel, you probably already know that because I talk about this book all the time. However, another series that I wish I could read for the first time again probably be the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare, because I absolutely love that series. The series made me cry in each book, and I'm not a crier like that, but when books make me cry, I just have such an emotional attachment to it. And also, I love Julia Blackthorne. That is my baby. So just being able to witness the story and the characters develop, I would just absolutely love that. And of course, the last Instagram question that was asked is actually by Mel from Mel Reads. And that question is, when will I finish Throne of Glass? If you haven't seen my March TBR video, it'll be linked up here and in the description box for you, but I mentioned that I was about to binge the entire Throne of Glass series this month. I still don't know if that's gonna happen because I have yet to still finish Heir of Fire. That's a conversation for another time. Ooh, there's a lot of questions, but at this point, we're gonna move on to Twitter, where you all really popped off with a question. The first Twitter question that was posed to me was from Anya, and they said, do I have any siblings? What are my favorite Asian books? And how many languages do I know? Okay, so let me just start with the first one. I have one younger brother. My favorite series written by an Asian author would probably be Jade City and Jade War. And the last question is, I can speak 2 languages fluently. That's English and Vietnamese. And I know a little bit of French. Next Twitter question is from Nell, and that question is, what is one book that I will never stop recommending? Honestly, if you guessed Six of Crows, you're probably right. But for the sake of recommending something different, one book that I wish more people read is Ray Bear by Jordan Efuko. I absolutely love that book. Book 2 is coming out later this year. It's a YA fantasy that has a super unique magic system and royal system. And I honestly had so much fun reading. This next question is from my sorority sister Karsten, and that is, how do I tab my books? People have asked me for a tabbing video, but I just can't even commit to doing myself like that because the way I tab my books is just like me, it's hectic. So I use these tabs from Amazon. They come in a huge pack. They're super cheap. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all, I have no rhyme or reason as to what each color means specifically. They all change depending on what book I'm reading, and don't clown on me when I tell y'all how I'm tabbing my books. But blue are for moments or scenes where I'm sad, where I'm mad, where I'm feeling negative emotions, negative vibes, I don't like something. Green is for any plot specific scenes, so when I go back or I want to reference the book, or I want to do a quick skim before I do a review, I look for all the green tabs so I can know what happened in each section of the book. Yellow is associated to any positive feelings that I have towards a scene or episode. Orange is reserved for any quotes that I really love. And this is the part where I'm telling y'all not to clown me, because pink is reserved for all the moments where I'm like, period. I read a lot of fantasy, and I love reading hard-hitting fantasies, and so anytime something happens, anytime someone is murdered, anytime something pops off, or a fight happens, someone is killed, pink is going there because I'm like, period. That's the fast rundown of how I type my books. The last person sent me some questions on Twitter is from Caitlin Reeds, and Caitlin had all the hard questions. I'm just gonna go in the order that Caitlin asked them. The first question is, what is my favorite color? My favorite color to look at is definitely forest green, or like a eucalyptus green. My favorite color or shade to wear is black or gray. My favorite pop of color is yellow or red. And my favorite emoji heart color is purple. That was really specific, but you asked and I went down a rabbit hole. So there you go. Next question is, what is my dream job? Which I already kind of answered, but that would be running my own bookstore. The other question is, what is my dream pet outside of Jelly Bean? If you don't know who Jelly Bean is, that is my son, that is my baby. I'm gonna pop a picture right here so you can see his cute little face. But I literally love Jelly Bean. That is my ultimate heart. But my dream pet, in addition to Jelly Bean, would honestly be an iguana. As y'all are probably like, Christine is crazy. Why does she love reptiles? I think iguanas are so cute, and I just don't foresee myself ever getting an iguana, but my dream pet is to have an iguana. And my dream would be to have a house that would accommodate the living situation. It would be humid, hot, sunny. There's a large grassy area, which I definitely can't find here in the Bay Area. So there's my dream pet. Now, the last question that was asked is out of Mel from Mel Reads, Jaleesa from Bowden and Bookmark, and Kristen from Books and More with Kristen G. Which one would I kiss, marry, and kill? I'm not finna play with y'all, because if you're new to my channel, those three people are one of my bestest friends that I met on BookTube. I love them so much. We are friends on BookTube. Off BookTube, we're legit friends. We talk every single day. We FaceTime. We have all the ugly pictures. Those aren't my BookTube friends. Those are my for real, genuine friends. So I'm gonna reword the question because I love those three all very much. So I'm gonna answer that question by telling y'all who's my ride or die, who's my wifey, and who's my little side piece. But before I even answer it, I want to know what you all think, so leave it in the comment section down below and see which one I'm going to say for each thing. My ride or die, my friend that will make all the bad decisions with me, is definitely Mel from Mel Reads. If you ever put Mel and I in a classroom together, I know for sure we would get kicked out, because Mel and I literally can laugh at anything. The little side piece, you know, the one that I love coming back to, you know, we be so busy, so we gotta catch each other at the right moments. That girl is Kristen from Books and More with Kristen G. If you know, you know. And last but not least, my wifey, the person I want to come home to every day, is definitely my girl, Jaleesa from Bowden and Bookmark. And of course, I love all three of them equally. I love them so much. Like I said, there's never a dull moment when the four of us are together. That's that on that, and I hope I answered your question, Caitlin. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you all got to know me a little bit better. I'm sure you got to know me a little more than what you wanted. That's any endings for you. Thank you again so much for watching. I love you all so much, and thank you all for all the love on my new blog. I'm just so excited to have any endings on another platform aside from YouTube where we can connect and talk about books. But for real, that is all from me, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, comment while you're down there, and until next time, bye y'all.